Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Dr. Harcharan Singh. I'm speaking from Houston, Texas. My job again today is to give you a little bit more information about COVID-19 special high-risk groups. As you understand, United Sikhs volunteers are working day and night to help people in every way they can in the field. So I've been assigned this job again to give you a little bit more information about disease. So today we're going to talk about COVID-19 updates, current statistics. And we're going to talk especially about the high-risk individuals and especially diabetics. So if we see the current statistics today, we know that 2.3 million cases have been reported. We understand probably cases are much more, but these cases have been confirmed by the tests. We already know, unfortunately, 165,000 plus people have died. In US, if you see number one, 750 plus cases have, 1,000 cases have been reported with 41,000 deaths. And the bad part is in the last 48 hours or so, about 46,000 new cases have been added. So this tells me the disease is still spreading as we are testing more people. So just, and by the way, there's, as we understand, there's no vaccine and no current treatment approved for this pandemic yet. And so we need to be very careful. Most thing we can do right now is to be more and more preventive about it. So let me tell you about who is at high risk. In general, older adults, male or female, they are at high risk. And there are many reasons for it. It could be because the risk of infection is high or the complications are higher in these people. And the reason being because the immune system is relatively less stronger in these people. And this could be because of their older age, could be certain medications they're taking. It could be just that certain medical treatments they're undergoing. Now, older adults may have one or more risk factors. Like as we grow, we develop some diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer. So all these are risk factors. Also, the bad part is that if these people catch the infection, the chances of secondary infections, pneumonia, multi-organ failure, and death is more in these people. Now, as for CDC, there are certain people with chronic health conditions, they are more likely to become seriously ill if they get it and develop serious complications. So again, to list one more time, as we know, heart conditions, someone has irregular heartbeat, they have a heart attack, they have heart failure, they have arterial disease, they have lung disease like asthma, they have diabetes or obesity, especially if they're morbidly obese with BMI more than 40, they're known to be more risk factor to develop gaseous disease and also have more complications. Let's talk about diabetics for a minute. Diabetics are proven now they're more susceptible about 2 to 3 times as compared to normal population, and we'll go over reasons for that. The other thing is they will have more serious complications if they catch it. Now, the other thing is diabetics mostly would have other serious comorbid conditions attached, like heart disease, which makes them at more risk for developing these problems and complications. And now if the diabetics especially have heart disease, they are especially more risk of developing problems. Let's talk about diabetics for a minute. Why are diabetics more vulnerable? It could be age. As we know, as we grow older, we become, chance of diabetes goes more. So most people are older in age. If the diabetics are long duration, if the diabetes is poorly controlled, if they have existing complications of diabetes like heart disease, kidney disease, or any other multi-organ disease, or if they're obesity like BMI more than 40 especially, or if they're smoker. The key point is here, if your sugar is uncontrolled, poorly controlled, it is a risk factor for infection, like I said, 2 to 3 folds. Now also, if the high sugar goes up, then your immune system goes down. So that's a reason for you to catch it more and have more complications. So what can diabetics do? Let's talk about that. Now, as we know, in general population, they should be avoiding any large crowds, social distancing as dictated everywhere. And I had a special video on that. Please watch that. But 6 feet distance is very important. They should not go out in the community if they can avoid it. And if they have to go out, please maintain your social distancing parameters. Please wear face mask. They should be practicing frequent hand wash. As we talk about a soap or sanitizer with more than 60 to 70% alcohol in it. Very important thing for diabetics is that along with these precautions, they should be managing diabetes well. Any recommendations they have from their providers about diet and medications, please make sure you follow those. It's very important, especially in these cases. And also very important thing is a general person can avoid seeking medical care for some time, but diabetics should have a lower threshold. If they develop any of the problems, any of the symptoms, which we're going to go in a minute, they should be calling healthcare provider quickly and seek the care. Now, In general, diabetics should work on, in getting your immune system up, and fruits and vegetables are big time because they provide you, they help you fight against the free radicals, oxidative stress, natural protection against infection by boosting your immune system. Any of the berries, broccoli, onions, watermelon, oranges, carrot, cantaloupe, kiwi, all these things are good for you. And by the way, sugars in general have fructose as the sugar and not glucose. That do not affect your blood glucose level much. So feel free to eat those. Now, other immune boosters, which again, I have a separate video on that, but I just wanted to enumerate them here. Laughter, being in positive spirits, regular physical activity, like about 30 minutes. Stay connected, could be phone call, could be WhatsApp, but somehow make sure you have a strong mindset. Do meditation, remember your God. Whatever you can do at home to stay positive is very, very important key here. Dietary herbs, spices, vitamins, minerals, like again, I have a separate video on that, but just to enumerate all these things, vitamin D and zinc are especially shown to be boost your immune system. Also, people can make simple water, like with a ginger, garlic, turmeric, and all these things at home and drink it like 2 or 3 times a day. That's important. Now, what are the signs and symptoms diabetics should be careful about? Very important: fever, if it's especially more than 100 degrees. Again, dry cough, difficulty breathing, if they have persistent pain in the chest, if they feel confused or not being as active, lethargic, if they have bluish lips or face, that's very important. You got to be careful. Now, in diabetics especially, it's important that make sure you be extra vigilant about glucose reading. If you see your sugars going up or down, it could be a sign of some infection developing in the body. If the ketones are developing because of the poor intake, very important, we got to watch that. And also nausea, vomiting, and appropriate fluid intake. All these should be vigilant about that. Now, diabetics, what happens in diabetics? Now, in COVID-19 or especially any bad virus, what they basically do is they cause inflammation, which actually will cause uncontrolled blood sugar, and that will cause decreased immune system, and then hence you will have serious infections. If catch the infection, more chances serious, then people can have diabetic ketoacidosis, which can present as nausea, vomiting, inability to eat or take any food down, electrolyte imbalance that can cause confusion, can cause weakness, sepsis, and increased chances of death. Now, very important, I want to share with you that general population is shown in the various studies that the chances of death is less than 1%, that's 0.9%. Same study showed if someone is diabetic, especially poor control, the death rate, fatality rate is 7.3%. So it's very important that we got to be taking care of diabetes. Now, heart disease people in the same study had 10.5% death rate. So again, these high-risk individuals have to be very, very careful. And if any questions you have, please feel free to contact us hotline 855-878-6333. If you need to contact Gurvinder Singh, please call him at 469-222-6288. And if you have any specific medical questions, please do not hesitate to ask me at hsingh6811@outlook.com. Again, thank you for watching and your support. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.